ahead, yeah. He's on the wing, flat right tire stalled. 1050, well.
That's right. The vehicle's either a Suburban or a Yukon, candy color. We're always turned down people. 59 knock on here, full. Correction.
798 has it crossing the Beer Line Bridge. Lots of debris coming from that car, and it looks like.
Moving in, they're in. Move in.
Get ready for an adrenaline-fueled ride through the most brutal high-speed police chases ever caught on Dashcam. See law enforcement in action as officers confront danger without hesitation, relying on instinct and bravery to uphold the law. This is the front line of justice, fast, fearless, and unfiltered. Subscribe to Inspector Anna channel for more jaw-dropping police chase videos. On a fine day in Greenfield, Wisconsin, what was supposed to be a routine traffic stop turned into a dangerous high-speed chase. A 26-year-old Jorge Ornelas of Milwaukee sped off, forcing officers into pursuit. Moments later, a police SUV rolled over during the chase, and things took a serious turn.
Eastbound on Edgerton from 6-8. It's a black BMW. Tinted windows. Trying to Adam Boy X-ray 8549. It's gonna go northeast movement, tinted windows, then hit the stick. Northeast Loomis, approaching Layton. front of Zablocki. It's a squad rollover 167. Rollover.
Ornelas was arrested later that same day and is now facing serious charges, including first-degree reckless endangerment and fleeing an officer causing injury. Thankfully, the officer who was injured in the crash has recovered and is back on duty. Tell us in the comments below, have you ever witnessed a rollover like that before? Stay safe from these ignorant people and help the cops to execute their police pursuit to catch these offenders.
Send the fire department right away. It's going to be in front of Zablocki. It's a squad rollover 167.
In Atlanta, Georgia, on July 24, 2022, what began as a simple traffic stop for a license plate issue quickly spiraled into a dangerous high-speed chase. The driver of a gray Dodge Charger, later identified as Marquavius Beasley, took off from a gas station and began weaving through traffic at reckless speeds, ignoring red lights, stop signs, and even driving into oncoming lanes. What he didn't know, the eyes in the sky were already tracking him.
Atlanta, if you can hear me, I believe I've got them at RDA, just crossing over McDaniel Street. And then tell me just blew the light there.
825 right now, I got it going westbound RDA. Passing Henry's.
Alright, aviation's got it. Westbound RDA, coming up to Glen Street at Metro. Alright, continue straight on RDA through Metro. Move on Chapel. That crosses the clear, still move on Chapel.
Clear light traffic coming up.
We'll just crossed over JB, both on Chapel. North on Chapel, crossed over JB.
Stop sign.
Left the north, he took the left on the North Avenue. Yep, left on the North Avenue. Left on North Avenue from Chapel. Alright, I think we're wheeling it back in. We got a sign on him now. He's taking a ride on that Elmwood. He took a ride on that Elmwood going northbound. Coming up to Donnelly Highway. He took a left on the Hasley place. Took a left on the Hasley. Crossed over Westlake, went straight, that turned to Tom's Drive.
Stop sign.
Somebody's on North Avenue, keep going and turn right on Evelyn. You'll run right into it. Southbound on Westlake, yep. Just crossed over J-Bed, southbound on Westlake. Alright, 1050, did he hit that car?
Yeah, 10-4. He's going to push on. He's missing a tire.
896 and with y'all. Alright, he's on the rim. Front right tire's gone. 1050 West Lake. Right there, y'all got him.
The chase ended in chaos after Beasley slammed into multiple cars, hit a utility pole, and ran from the wrecked Charger on foot. He was quickly tased and arrested by the officers. Inside the stolen car, troopers found fake Dodge keys, a small amount of marijuana, and a broken rear window patched with tape. Beasley was already wanted on several warrants. Now, he's facing a long list of new charges. Well, his excuse was, he rented the car from a friend, but couldn't prove a thing.
He hit a silver car there at Boone? No.
In White Lake Township, Michigan, on June 6, 2023. What started as a routine traffic stop near M59 and Fisk Road quickly turned into something else entirely. The woman behind the wheel gave police a fake name. But while the officer stepped away to verify her story, she hit the gas and took off without further delay. The suspect, later identified as Mercedes Morris, was wanted on multiple outstanding warrants, and now she was adding fleeing and eluding to the list. What she didn't know, police weren't giving up that easy. What happened next will shock you.
Stars. Your status?
5-5.
Yes, sir. I'm the second. He's still westbound, approaching Bogey. Do we have good plate info on the suspect vehicle? It is a 99 Chrysler 2-door to a James DeWitt out of Highland. That's not it. The vehicle's either a Suburban or a Yukon, candy color. We're always third down, people. Do I knock on this full?
The chase lasted just 4 minutes, but the danger was real. Flying down M59, weaving through traffic at high speed, Morris pushed her SUV to the limit until she lost control and slammed into a utility pole near Ridge Road, knocking it to the ground. Officers quickly surrounded the wreckage and took her into custody. In addition to her suspended license and outstanding warrants, she now faces new charges, including fleeing and eluding police. The escape didn't last, and the road ended in handcuffs. It's difficult to address why these people like to play smart when they know won't escape from police. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It takes us days of effort to bring powerful stories like this to you. It was a warm July evening in Glendale, Wisconsin. The streets were quiet, the sun just beginning to dip behind the trees. An officer conducting routine traffic enforcement clocked a car flying down the road at 50 miles per hour, 20 over the limit. It was supposed to be just another traffic stop, but what happened next turned a simple citation into a high-speed chase across city streets and interstates for teenagers. A stolen car and an impulsive decision that would change their lives forever.
It's running. It's running.
bridge. Lots of debris coming from that car, and it looks like they're pulling over. They're pulling. They're gonna bail.
Stop! Stop! They're bailing off the freeway. They're bailing off the freeway. All occupants are running. Stop! Stop! They're jumping the freeway. They're gonna go on to buy the Holiday Inn. Vehicle's clear. I got one mag dropped. 4 occupants, all male, to be all teenagers. They all went eastbound off the freeway. They hopped off the freeway. Stay with the car! Stay with the car!
100 block and 4 dropping.
47. There's one running by the Children's Hospital. Hey, one's getting into a Toyota.
710 Riverwood.
Going south. Peter Hospital. White shirt, black pants.
Adidas pants.
How many more out? We got 3?
I think they hopped into a silver vehicle over across from 4160.
Fuck, bro, my chest. Yeah, just relax. We'll get those out. No, bro, I'm gonna guns, bro. No?
In the end, 4 young men were pulled from hiding spots, handcuffed, and questioned. One had a loaded firearm. Another had active warrants, serious ones, including a robbery of a financial institution. 2 were just 17, caught up in a mess much bigger than they ever imagined. Cash scattered across the freeway, a gun thrown from a moving car, and a silver Toyota that became the final trap. They ran, but they didn't get far, and as the lights faded and the adrenaline wore off, only one truth remained. No matter how fast you flee, you can't outrun the consequences.
Moving in, they're in. Move in.
Another case of teens trying to flee in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin on October 28, 2022 was seen. It began with what seemed like a simple retail theft at a local Home Depot, just gloves and screwdrivers. But by the time police arrived, the suspects were already in a vehicle tied to an earlier armed carjacking. The crew, 6 juveniles, weren't just stealing supplies. They were gearing up for something bigger. And when they tried to steal another vehicle, the situation exploded into a high-speed pursuit across Wauwatosa.
Up to 124. They're going back south. They're going to go out the wrong way on Capitol. Going through the grass to Capitol. Right on them. They're looking to go east, across all traffic. Stand by, they're going west. Alright, they're westbound from 124 on Capitol, lane 2. Coming up some medium traffic, speed's about 45. Rear bumpers hanging off. Have someone go to Noodles and check on the vehicle they hit. There was a lady outside, she looked okay, she did not get hit. Still westbound from 128, speed's about 50.
106, I am number 2 behind 141.
Alright, they're going to make a U-turn, potentially, and go back east on Capitol. Back east on Capitol. Occupied by 5, I think looks like 2 females, 3 black males, hoods up. Right on them, lane 3, speeds 55. East on Melvina. They got tires going down. Again, 5 to 6 in the car. We're back north on 92. Slowed for the red, we're through the red. Speed's about 55. Again, tires going down. Black Hyundai Sonata, Illinois plates. Occupied by 5 or 6. We're still northbound. Looks like they got left side tires are down. Speed 75, crossing both.
106, are we back?
Alright, they're northbound, southbound lanes in intentional here. Very slow coming up to Congress. Alright, we corrected ourselves. Still northbound from Congress. I'm right on them. Left side tires look down. Rear bumper's falling off. Black Hyundai Sonata, stolen vehicle. Attempted to steal another in our city. Northbound coming up to Hampton. A lot of smoke coming from the vehicle. Speed's about 80, light traffic.
Use caution, it was used in a carjacking in Brown Deer.
Alright, we lost a tire here at Hampton. 45 miles an hour. Alright, they just got pinned in by another truck. Bail, bail, bail!
Okay, 9-2 in Hampton.
As these suspects tore through city streets, officers deployed a tire deflation device, slowing the stolen vehicle just enough. Moments later, the chase came to an end with a minor crash. No injuries reported, but 6 juveniles in handcuffs. What started with a pair of gloves and a screwdriver turned into a full-blown pursuit involving stolen cars, armed robbery, and a narrow escape from disaster. They thought they could outrun accountability, but the road always runs out. Salute to these officers who chase these offenders and people who calmly help the officers to execute their police chase. Like and subscribe for more such videos.
10-4, 106 is incident from 8.